Alright, finally got a window mount. Of course, the one I got is also one of those sticky backed ones, so it takes a bit to get off. Figure that out. Right now, doing the MP compound, and despite temptation, I strive not to hit any vehicles. Goal is here, use the Van Dam to create piles, and then we push the piles across the road. Try not to hit anything. Simple, isn't it? I'll keep this one going. Beauty of the window mount is I do plan on practicing talking a bit and just going over stuff that's on my mind, such as it is. And start another pile here. Bit of snow right now. Temperature wise, it's like minus 17, but with the wind chill feels like minus 24, and I'm actually prefer it that way. All right, let's get some of these piles put together.
4 minute grader.
That is
Grader 10.
Shift
The
supervisor.
ammo compound is good. You don't need to do a speed.
Roger.
Make sure I can clear that guardrail and not hit the telephone pole or the light pole. I had a good foot clearance. Zoom Boom helped a lot with being able to judge distances. That's all working with heavy equipment really is, especially when you're doing snow. Plus, you've got to figure out what your load capability is, how much you can push, how much you're making a mess for, and what's the smoothest way you can do it. Plus, you got to take your traction under consideration. Watch out for traffic and clueless civvies. Matter of fact, there's one there. Now that I've got a path cleared, go in, start cleaning out the edges. Keep this one going for a few minutes. What you're not seeing is me spinning around my whole upper body and checking my clearances. First time this season using the vehicle, so I'm going a little bit slower than what I normally go, until I confirm that I haven't messed up on muscle memory. Don't want to ruin somebody's plug-in cables. I do like the loader. Unfortunately, we got rid of the case. That had a really cool Van Dam that you could put on reverse. Allows you to activate whatever it is you're working on. That's enough for a pile here. The only thing you got to really keep an eye out for is making sure that you're not hitting the curb full on. Even though you're only doing 10 to 20 kilometers per hour, you're coming to a complete halt in inches. And if you're not careful, that could throw you against steering wheel. Seat belts are highly recommended. I tend not to wear mine. Preference. Get some back blading done here. And besides, who doesn't like a suicide knob on a steering wheel? Make it all nice and pretty for the MPs. Yeah, and if you haven't heard the news, lost an engineer there living in the shacks. It took a few days for the notifications to get out before they got made public. I'm not going to guess. Unfortunately, it happens all too often. All right, I'll soon shut this one off. Next one should be a bit more of me just jibber jabbering. Eventually I'll get my dash cam set up. One of these days I may figure out editing software to get those split screens. Start playing around with that. As I've often maintained, I'm not here to sell it nor tell it, but I do like experiencing new things. Start another pile right here. Oh, and as this is considered overtime for me, everything I'm doing here earns me time and a half. And probably with the weather they're forecasting, in again, if not tomorrow, then maybe earlier Sunday. Doesn't matter if I work Sunday night anyways. Thursdays, when you're working night shift, is your Fridays, but we got called in to help clean up some of the mess. Not gonna complain.